Hey everybody, it's time for Dirt Daily, and today's Dirt Daily, I am going to surprise my buddy Tiger. But first, this episode is presented by onX Off-Road. onX Off-Road is a mapping app that you put on your phone, and then it helps you find off-road trails. So if you are somewhere you've never been before and you want to go four-wheeling, you can get on this app and find local trails. You can also use the app online on your computer, plan adventures, and you can use it for lots of things. I use it all the time when I'm on the road. If I see a cool old truck sitting in the weeds, I drop a waypoint, and then I can use the app to figure out who owns that property and then get a hold of them if I ever want to buy that truck. So, if you sign up for onX Off-Road, there is a discount code that is in the description below, so check that out. But what are we doing today? So, I am back in Pennsylvania visiting my parents, and in the next couple months there's an event that's going to happen called UA. It used to be called Ultimate Adventure, now it's called Unreal Adventure. Ultimate Adventure was an event that was put on by Four Wheel and Off-Road magazine for a long time, and it kind of went away when magazines went away, but luckily some of the guys that had planned the trip over the years are revitalizing the name. Instead of UA for Ultimate Adventure, now it's UA for Unreal Adventure, and a lot of the cronies and the guys that used to get up together to do this trip are still going to do that. And one of the companies that has supported the trip for a long time is Quigley 4x4. They do four-wheel drive conversions to vans. They also make drive shafts, so if you need a custom drive shaft made, you can track one down through Quigley. And I found out that my buddy Tiger, who works at Quigley, is working on his vehicle that he's going to take on UA, and I'm home in Pennsylvania for a week, and I thought maybe I should run down there, surprise him, maybe I can lend a hand and help him get his van ready for UA. So we are going to surprise Tiger down at Quigley, and maybe we'll do a little bit of work on a four-wheel drive van. Let's get to work. All right, Tiger doesn't know we're coming. His boss doesn't really know we're coming, so we're gonna go surprise everybody. He's probably on lunch break. So I love coming to Quigley because A, it's in Pennsylvania, and I grew up in Pennsylvania. It's close to my parents' place. They have cool vans. You know, guys, that I love vans, and they make them four-wheel drive. I've done a bunch of videos with them in the past. Tiger's role at Quigley is he's like the bottom of the funnel. He catches everything. He's like a do-all. I don't know what his title is, but like he could be in here working on a Secret Service van, he could be building an overlanding van, or he could be just fixing problems. But I also know he has this van he has to get ready for UA. So we're gonna go find him and see if we can lend a hand. We're gonna go this way. Oh, there's Todd. Hey, Todd.
Greg, good seeing you, man.
You too. I got a microphone right here. Let me turn it on for you. So this is Todd Quigley. Quigley's a family-owned business. How long has this company been around?
The company started in '66. First four-wheel drives were in '74. So got a long track record.
I've done a bunch of videos with Quigley. I always have fun with these guys. I wanted to ask you, why do you keep sending Tiger on UA? He comes back every summer at the end of that trip with a broken van.
Oh, I know. And then he always waits to the last minute to repair it and get it back on the road. And well, Tiger and Dave never invite me, so I can never get out of the office.
You got to run the show.
I know, but they don't let me.
Well,
when it comes to UA, I'm not allowed.
Tiger does a great job representing the business. He does things with a van that nobody should be allowed to do. Every year after UA, there's a video going around, and it's usually a video of Tiger in his van hucking it up an obstacle or breaking something or doing something nutty.
The best video we liked last year was when Dave was kind of behind a tree trying to capture a Tiger coming up through the path, and it looked like Tiger almost ran him over and jumped for dear life. We're like, yeah, there goes one boy. It's one way to reduce payroll.
Well, we are going to go find Tiger.
All right.
I don't know what he's doing today, but we'll just go in.
Under the truck.
Oh, is he actually working on the van?
Not yet, but he's supposed to be. I don't know where he's at right now. We're trying to find him.
Well, we'll track him down and see if he'll give us some little project we can help out with to get him ready for UA.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Good
Fred.
to see you, man.
Good seeing you.
Yeah. Let me take this back. We'll have to hand it to him when we find him. Just kind of point me in the direction.
Well, we can go over it. There he is, actually.
Oh, there he is.
Go against the wall.
All right. Tiger's right around the corner.
Hey Fred, how are you, buddy? What's this?
That's your microphone. Hey, Tiger.
Hey Fred, how you doing?
Good. Surprise.
I see that.
I was up visiting my parents,
Okay.
and I saw that you were working on your van.
Yep.
And I'm actually going out to dinner with some friends of mine tonight, and I
Okay.
was like, maybe I'll stop by
Okay,
and lend a hand.
That's cool.
So
Glad
we
to
can
see
fix whatever you broke a year ago, and it's been sitting around.
Okay. Sounds good.
What are you working on?
Oh,
Secret Service van, overlanding van,
yeah.
fixing drive shafts,
something
ordering.
different. A bobsled van for the
Oh, for the,
Israel bobsled team.
wow.
Yeah. We got all kinds of stuff. in
You guys
here.
have something crazy every
Yeah,
time.
you just never know.
Well, let's go
never
look
know.
at your van
Okay, we can do that.
and give me a project. I'm here for a couple hours.
Okay.
I'll help out.
All right.
I brought this guy along to help
Yeah,
hold
he's
the
been
camera.
helping me. He's been running for parts.
Oh, yeah, I know. He was calling me.
Oh, okay.
Let's go see it.
Cool. All right.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's all right.
Where's your workshop?
Everywhere.
I mean, all of it's your
Yeah.
workshop.
Yeah.
Is there anything we shouldn't see as we're walking through
I
here?
don't know. There's actually a bobsled in here.
Oh, they put a bobsled. So what do they?
They haul it.
Oh,
This is what they get around. They go up to Lake Placid and practice.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. So it's actually inside. I've never seen one before.
Here it is, the big green machine.
I'll tell you what we did do, is you videoed me last year
Yeah,
bending this.
smashing that. Yep.
It was located underneath here. And I wanted it to still look original. So we flipped it and put it on top.
Yep.
But this has a bend in it, so you can't just flip it. You have to swap it end for end.
Yep.
So we bored the knuckles. I didn't. Eric Quigley did it for me. Bored the knuckles, reversed the taper. Mike Dentner TIG welded it.
Hold it 1 second. There we go. Now we got a little more light.
Okay. They put a sleeve in there. They TIG welded it, and we flipped it on top.
Nice.
Now the problem with the Super Duty, as you know, on this end, it goes the whole way through both of them.
Oh yes.
So I didn't have anywhere to steer. So they had these flats here, so I had Eric bore this. It's a little thick, so he made me some special flange nuts so I can get my cotter fin back in there.
Nice.
And when you do that, it raised everything, and now my hydraulic ram didn't fit. So we moved the mount that used to be up here over to here,
I like it.
and we did get a little shorter ram because last year we had the limit to travel. And I used to run my hoses up through here. Now they all pinch.
Of course.
So Dave ran and got me new hoses. We're running them up. We're going to put a bracket on the track bar right here,
Yep.
and we're going to run it up over top. And I got to go in these two ports. So that's one of my projects.
Perfect.
Yep. So there we go.
What else does it need?
Oh, the transfer gates got rebuilt. It needs axle shafts that aren't here yet. I actually called Dave Chappelle to see what he had chrome mollies last year.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we got some Yukon ones coming from Yukon, which is one of our vendors
Yep.
that we buy parts from. And so they're on their way, but they're not here. So I got to put those in. And I'd like to raise this. I want to cut this.
Oh yeah.
This up because I got caught here twice last year. I had to winch.
Yep.
That little nub,
That
I already
little-
trimmed it once, but that little nub just holds me up.
yeah.
And the back's all done. That's rebuilt. Everything's good in it.
What about Dave's van?
His van's pretty good. We had to do minor things. They brought it in, they fixed his air conditioning switch wasn't working. The trailer brakes
Important
wasn't
stuff.
working. The stuff, when we came down that hill, it slammed the hitch, it bent the hitch a little, and it screwed up some wiring, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Massager
And-
works again.
Yeah. So his has pretty much been gone through. It's been in and out of the shop. We're waiting for our new set of Milestar tires because these were chewed up, and as you know, I think you helped me change one last year. I did gouge in that creek bed. I did that, then I broke the brake line, and then Dave broke an axle. I think all within about 100 yards.
Oh, and didn't Dave break the rear drive shaft pinion?
Oh, yeah.
All that
That's-
stuff on that one hill?
We
I think
still
I have
have
a
it.
clip of that. I might just drop that in right
Yeah,
now. Can we do like a 5-minute tour of the place real
Oh
quick?
yeah, yeah.
And then
can
we'll
do
come
that.
back and you can give me a project to
We can
work
do
on
that.
for the
We can
afternoon?
do that, Yeah.
Are you have fires to put out today? Other than this?
All day.
I know. You
can do-
always
they,
do.
They know when they see me with somebody they can't leave me be.
You need somebody to just hang out with you all the
Oh,
time, so
yeah,
then they'll
yeah.
leave you be.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyways, you know, this is where we build all the vans. Material handler brings them to parts.
This is all the parts for the Chevy?
Yep. Everything
GMC?
comes to them. They do not have to chase parts.
Oh, nice.
They just get it. That one is actually done. This is for the one behind it.
Look at that.
So he's being QC'd right now. The guys are on break, and then this is what goes in it.
These all 6.6 gasser vans, or?
A lot of 4.3s and 6.6 gas.
Yeah.
But that one's probably this one's a 6.6 gas. I can tell by the mount.
Yep.
That one I believe is, but most of the National Grid and everything else, some of the big corporation ones you run the smaller 4.3.
Yeah.
Both the new 8-speed transmission, they work awesome.
Yeah.
They really roll. They roll real good.
That 6.6 is a
Oh, it
rocket.
is.
I like that
It
van.
is. I know you had that
That's
one.
the one-
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I took one of them to Potter County tow in the car trail with a side-by-side and ATV. I'm going over the mountain passing Cummins diesels. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
even tell the trailers on
No,
the
they're
back.
pretty good.
This is
Transit.
well, our prototype Transit is actually four-wheel drive. The new 19 and up with electric rack. It hasn't been released yet. 2020.
Oh.
2020. And current with our bumper. And it's just getting some mods. We had it out and running it. Now we took it apart and we're redoing some things. A lot of testing.
How do you like the Transits versus like the older Chevys and Econolines?
I'm a Chevy guy and a Jeep guy.
Yeah.
I actually own more Jeeps than four-wheel drive vans. A lot of people don't know that. But anyways, I like it for the view. You
Yep.
can see good out of the big window.
Yep.
The handling's good. A lot of people like it if they're used to a front-wheel drive car, little car, because it's a rack.
Yep.
And electric steering is phenomenal. We really don't have a lot of callbacks or feedback on them. They seem to work. People like them. The nice thing with them, with the high roof, you can stand up in them. The first time Todd and I took one to a show, I think it was over Roush Creek. It was for a King of the Hammer qualifier. And we had a table in it. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, you can stand up. All the other vans, you're all crouched
Crouched
down in
over.
them. But that part is nice about them.
Yeah.
And we try to use as many forward parts as we can. And I don't know, it's a four-wheel drive van. I'm still partial to solid axle,
Yeah.
but I do have independent trucks at home I run and drive, and you know.
I'm the same
depend-
way. I'm
depends what you
partial to solid axle, but I have some IFS trucks, and
want. Yeah.
they're nicer the older you get.
Yeah, oh, they are.
Is this Renee's? Yeah. Tiger's wife Renee drives a school bus.
Yeah.
So I'm just assuming this is
Yeah.
her school bus.
But actually, she drives the big bus.
Oh.
The big bus. And she has asked her boss, said, can we put full drive in it? And he said, yeah, if you pay for it, but.
More vans, more vans.
More vans.
And are all
Build-
these drive shafts made here?
Yes, currently we're building all of them. Once in a while we get huge orders and we do outsource a little bit, a couple front ones from, I believe, AM or Nyapco, but rarely. We used to 10 years ago, but not currently.
Yep.
I can show you all our supplies of drive shaft. There's new differentials, stuff for new builds. They change the gears and whatnot in them because years ago the vans would match the trucks and today they don't. You know, the trucks, the Super Duties and them got 430s and odd ratio for it, and these we still need 410s and 456s, and so we have to swap them.
So all of the conversions that you're doing nowadays are IFS. You used to do some
Yes,
solid
yes,
axle stuff,
yes,
but now
yes.
it's all IFS.
Yep.
Cutaways, E-series cutaways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're correct. The big motorhomes.
Oh,
We have a couple. You'd have to walk out back there. Big motorhomes still get the Dana 60.
oh, nice.
Yep.
Lots of these.
More stuff.
Most of this stuff fleet. or is this like private?
Oh, no, there's some private. There's just individuals. When you see the white on the bumper, that's coming right from GM, and
Yeah.
it's going to go right to the dealer.
Okay.
Like it's brand new, untitled, you know, it is, and we don't touch it.
But you guys also do lightly used vans if somebody
yes,
brings you one.
we do. We call them pre-owned,
Uh-huh.
and you have to get on our website and see what it says.
Yeah.
This many miles, we have to pre-authorize it, either send us pictures, we pull it in here, we hang it, we look under it.
Yeah, so it's not a rusty
And
pile.
we have rejected some, and I said, I just don't want you to sink as much money into this.
Right. No, that makes sense.
And so, what we do, you know, families, people that are going to the beach, people are, you know, got a cabin or whatever. We don't just do fleece, we do whoever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. There's a front Dana
Yeah,
60.
here's Rick. He's in charge of all this. He
Hi, Rick.
builds the lifted ones here. This is Fred.
Hi,
And,
Rick. I
back
came to
in
help
here-
him on his van for UA.
Back in here, we build the Nerf bars.
Oh, nice.
That's our Nerf bar area.
Fab shop.
Yeah. And Rick knows all the fixtures. There's just fixtures everywhere. This is an exhaust fixture. And we do wheels and tires here and there. Certainly ones the Ecolines require going from a 16 to a 17-inch wheel because we make the brakes so much bigger.
Yep.
And it's just a requirement. So that keeps us pretty steady. And more pieces being made, welded in stages.
Whole
More.
rack of Dana
Yep.
60s.
More of those coming in.
Nice.
Back here is more welding going on.
Drive shaft shop.
Yeah, we can walk back there. And we do something. All ready to go to paint. This is all going into paint. Dry shafts we built, cross members we built. These are some of our secretive, these are for our Q lift
Okay.
to raise the all-wheel drive 2 inches.
Oh,
Give
okay.
more ground. That's one of the brackets.
For a transit.
Transit Q lift, yes. So some of those that's what that's for.
Nice. And you guys paint them all here?
Yeah, they get
You got your
prepped
paint
in that
booth?
booth. Yeah, we have a heated paint booth up there and a prep booth here. We do our dry shifts, we do our cross members, torsion bar cross members, you name it. You
Awesome.
want to see the dry shift stuff?
Sure.
And somebody's got to repaint the beadlock ring. Somebody scratched up in
What?
UA. Yeah, I don't know what happened to
Must
them.
have happened in the parking lot.
This is dry shaft. Like I said, you hit it right time. It's break time.
Nice and quiet.
Yep. This is
So-
a dry shaft shop.
Quigley's been official drive shaft of UA for 5 or 6 years now, right?
Since 18 when we went to Maine.
Yeah.
And we did it 15, I think we did it, and Chad did it in 14.
Yep.
So we've done it for a while. Oh, well, we hauled the camera crew.
Yes.
Official dry shaft's been in the past 4 years. This will be 5th year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, a lot of the people that are going on UA
Yep.
have sent in their orders for replacement drive
Yes.
shafts or spare drive shafts so
Yep.
that they're ready.
Yep.
So Quigley's been making
We've
a bunch
probably
of that.
shipped out about 10 already.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing a truck this year.
I saw that you were a co-driver.
Yeah, I don't even know who I'm co-driving with, but what job can you give me that I can fiddle with while you're running around putting out fires?
I need to hook up the hydraulic steering.
Okay.
It's a mess. I really don't have any axle parts for the front yet.
Okay. Out and I'll just work on whatever you want me to work on for a couple hours, or if there's some other van emergency around here you need me to help you with.
Yeah.
Test driving a
Yeah.
6.6 4-wheel burnout
Oh,
Chevy
you could
van.
drive the 6.6 new coil axle. It's
Oh.
not torsion bars, it's coil spring.
Ooh, top
Do you have any
secret.
hanging right now?
All right.
Yeah, it rides nice and get your opinion of it.
Okay. I like that idea too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna go park my truck and then I'll come back in and find you.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks, Tiger.
Thank you.
Surprise!
Hey, all right.
What can I help you with? Plumbing?
Yeah, since we raised this, the way we ran our hoses, it would pinch.
Yeah.
No matter how I cycled it right and left, so I had to get longer hoses. With some 90s, we're gonna loop around. We're gonna weld some brackets on the track bar. we're gonna come up over top so it will all just work together.
Do you want it to come out of here and go above the track bar
No, I
or
think
under?
we're gonna go under the track bar.
Okay.
Because when I go up, believe it or not, it travels up that far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it goes right up to this. I had to put a slight bend in this to clear the center link because we still have a center link on this.
Okay.
I like spreading the load between the idler arm and the pitman arm instead of just being on the pitman arm.
Yep.
So we steer off of the center link.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the gearbox has this idler over here.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah, and it's
That kind of
kinda
helps. That kind of helps keep the load off of just that one side of the
Yep.
chassis too.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
All right. Do you know which port on the box goes to which port
Yes.
on the Ram?
This port goes to this end.
So the front one goes to here.
Yeah, see, my say the front goes to the front here, and this one goes to the back.
Okay. And is the box full of power steering fluid?
No, most of it was on the floor and in the pan. I tried to catch it, and it may still drip a little, but
It's not. I'm not going to get a bath.
I would hope not.
That's fine.
So we have some hoses. I need a knife.
I got a knife. It's probably dull.
So Dave got me spares.
Okay. So is this the ones we're using? Or that
One and one. One's short, one is long.
Oh, I see. You have one of each.
Yeah,
Got it.
big knife.
I know. It's probably illegal in the state I live in.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
probably.
gonna ask you if your mom knows you have one.
No. It's funny. My dad carries the smallest little pocket knife. And he's always like, what do you need all that for?
Yeah, I've met your mom and dad. They're great.
Yeah, they're fun. I've been hanging out there for a couple of days.
That's good. That's very good.
So I'm assuming the long one will go from the driver's side to the front.
Yep.
Okay, and this is the long one.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, I'm gonna set one of these over here.
And I want to add this 45 to this. I just want to angle it back a little bit
Got it.
so it'll line up with that one.
Got it.
I did not have that before.
Okay.
And then I bought these things for Dave bought them. I want to put a bar back there to hold them. So I had them all zip tied yesterday
Yep.
and then cycled it. But I got to cycle it up to make it sure.
So you want to have a bar off the track bar.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hold this. So
Okay.
it's my idea.
I like
I
that.
don't want it flopping and getting caught or whatever. No, I think it actually went straight back.
Straight
I
back.
looked on our tow motor how they're mounted.
Yep.
So I want to mock it up how the tow motor is.
Yeah.
Like these are my two marks.
Okay. Oh, you want one on each one?
Yeah, one here and one here. This will kind of, and it may be this way actually.
Put the bolt down.
And it's going to loop under here,
Got it.
and go through here,
Got it.
and then it's going to go on the outside of this. That's just a brace from frame to frame.
The outside of it.
And over it. Because if I go through here, it gets caught on all these.
Got it. So you want it behind that brace.
Yep.
All right. I'll start doing it, and you can come back and tell me if I did it right or wrong.
Okay. I can do that.
And I can just find tools in these boxes?
Yeah, this one here.
Okay.
We can. I do dig in that, but that's a guy that's on leave.
Okay.
So I keep my eye on it.
Do you have another light? Like a work light or something? Oh, that one over there on the creeper.
Yeah, that's what.
That would be great. How do I turn that on? Oh yeah, look at that.
It's magnetic. Not real strong magnetic, but it is. I do hang it right back there if you want it. So it's a pain in the butt.
This is perfect. Now I can see the gearbox and I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get crazy and try not to break anything. And I'll call you if I
Okay.
need anything. The 45 is here.
Yep.
Angle it back the same as that one.
Yeah, so I can run both lines together.
Okay.
Tell me that to be.
You can hang
No,
out or
it's
you
up
can.
to you.
I figured you had like emergencies
Well,
to
I gotta
handle.
go check my emails. I'm making sure all the drive shafts are getting to UA correctly. Oh, it is coming out. Where's that pan at? Showing that.
Oh, look at that. Perfect. That'll catch all the tools when they fall.
That's what it is. Up. And if it's not up, it closes. All right, I'll let you be.
All right, let me know.
Okay.
I'll just yell if something isn't
All
right.
right. You want?
So, these hoses have AN fittings, and if you've never used one, it's like one end has this taper, and the other end has the taper inside. You got to be careful getting that lined up because you don't want to cross thread that. They can be tricky, especially when they're used. But we're gonna just feed this in here, and the problem that Tiger was talking about the hoses getting pinched, like that happens a lot with Ram Assist, because especially with a link suspension where there's a lot of stuff moving around in here. So we're gonna run this one under like this, and then bring it around and behind all of this, and then we want it to come right in here to this guy, and I think he wants it to go above this hose. A little concerned about there being enough space. I'm gonna get this stool. All right, now I'm too tall. So Tiger and Renee have been on UA a bunch, and they originally started coming on UA to haul the camera crew around, and then they became a sponsor of the event, and they're the best. Tiger's wife Renee is awesome. She's like the hen mother, keeps everybody in line. Here's the other thing. When you get a steering box with Ram Assist, they all come with these little tiny caps. Keep these with you. Put these in your glove box. You need to always have these. I was on the Rubicon recently, and a guy broke that hydraulic hose that runs to the Ram, and he didn't have these caps. He had left them at home in his toolbox. These are what you need, because if you ever have an issue with the Ram or a line, you can disconnect all of the box and put these caps on, and then you can still drive. You won't have Ram Assist, but you'll just have like a normal steering box with a Ram. So those are always important. And if you have extras, put them in your box, because if you don't need them, somebody else will. This runs through here and rolls up. Here's another trick. If you are putting a Ram Assist on your 4x4 and you've never had it hooked up before, it's a little bit tricky to always know which port to attach the hoses to, because the Ram has 2 ports and then the box has 2 ports. What I usually do is run it up to the box, hook it up to the Ram. Don't hook the Ram up to the tie rod, and then steer and see if it steers the way it's supposed to. Tiger, I have a question. I put this 45 on. I tried to make it go above that, but it was hitting the box. So then I ran it below.
Yeah.
This clip is rubbing right on that hose. Do you have?
It's just
Okay, that works too.
it's a little bit of a power steering cooler. It's a GM thing.
Yeah,
Just
it
helps it cool.
seems to be working.
I'm just gonna go grab these and make some little pieces.
Okay. I think I'm getting everything where you want it, and it looks like it's all why don't you, here, let me just get this lightly hooked up and then you can kind of eyeball it and see if it's, AN fittings are the best once they're started.
Yeah.
It's like, why are they, and the cool part about them is that they're usually really greasy and slimy from power steering fluid or,
Oh, yeah.
there it goes, there it goes.
Yeah, I got you.
So, everything's wet, but is this the route that you were planning?
I'm just trying to lock this so it doesn't keep rolling on you.
And then do you want that like back there,
I can't remember if I go over. You know what? I might have to go over top.
over the top of the track bar?
Yeah, because this will close it here, right? I have to go over top.
Okay.
I told you wrong.
No, that's
I
fine.
have to go over top.
It's always tricky
Yeah.
knowing exactly which way.
I was gonna go shear some hunks of metal.
Okay. You make metal and I'll reroute this again and try to get them all tight or tight-ish. So the whole idea with ram assist is there's a ram that's attached to the diff cover or to the axle housing, and then the other end of the ram is attached to your tie rod. And as fluid runs through your gearbox, your steering box, and you have all your drag link and everything turning, the ram also is more assist to help push bigger tires left or right as you're steering. So it's a great upgrade, especially if you're running big tires, and I've put it on a lot of different rigs. This is not full hydraulic steering. It still has all the mechanical connection, the drag link, the tie rod, but it does add more assist, hydraulic assist. They usually bump up the pressure a little bit in the pump to help you with the additional ram, and you also usually want a larger reservoir for fluid, so that as the ram cycles in, it actually displaces fluid, and that fluid has to go somewhere, and so it's nice to have a larger reservoir than just a stock power steering pump. And you also need to keep the ram from flopping front to back, otherwise it can get into things like the drag link and the track bar. So that's what we're kind of doing today, is trying to get everything so that it's in its happy spot when the axle compresses and it doesn't pinch these hoses. I've seen these fittings on the top of the ram smashed over completely. It's happened on my rigs. So it's kind of a trick to get everything in its perfect spot and then tighten it down. It will move some, but you don't want it to move too much. I think we might loosen it a little bit. Go to about right there. And then shut that off. All right. Yeah. And then come up in here and tighten these AN fittings. Everything's attached and medium tight. These are tight. I tightened that guy again to try and get just the perfect amount of flop.
Yeah.
They're going over the track bar here, and then they kind of hang out back there. Kind of looks like maybe one.
Where's my yellow mark?
Here's one yellow mark. Here's the other yellow mark.
Yeah, not dead set.
I almost wonder if you want to just do one right in the middle, so that you're not. Well, it's kind of up to you.
Well, I gotta cycle it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Actually, do you want to do that now? Do you want to
Yeah.
cycle it to full compression and then we can
I don't
see?
think I'm grouped the whole way there either.
These guys are pretty good, but all right, we're going to cycle the suspension down or up, push the axle up. That looks good. Okay, so those two are kind of in line and happy. Yeah, the yellow mark is right here at my finger, and then the other one's here.
Well, let's try one.
Okay.
You want to
Do you want to take the whole thing all the way up, and then we'll mock it up again?
Yeah, like zip tie, you mean?
Well, no, like compress the axle. Let's do that. That's where we really like. This looks good. What do I do? Hook this to that?
Yep.
Go up.
Yep.
Will the bump stops compress?
Yep. That's about ride height. Right when you touch is about ride height. That's how
Oh, okay.
it's driving.
Go up a little more.
I can cycle it left and right if you want.
I say we go
Go
to.
the whole way up.
How's our track bar to this bolt? The track bar to diff cover bolt looks pretty close over there.
It touches.
Oh, okay.
It touches this cover. One might do it.
What?
Keep going. So one bracket might do it.
That looks like full squash. How's it look?
Good. I didn't really have to move it. Honestly.
That looks pretty good. We should probably cycle it back and forth, but I think we're probably on the money there. I think because track bar is not going to move anywhere.
No, not only the steering.
Yeah.
So my concern is up here if I have to hold that up.
Oh yeah. Is there any other? Well, I mean, you could do the same thing off of that brace.
I could go up with it. Yeah.
Like you could do.
Yeah.
You could put this guy like up here
Uh-huh.
to kind of hold those two up a little.
Yeah, that's since it may turn now. When I had the caps on, I couldn't turn it. I had to unhook it.
Oh,
But
okay.
now we got hoses.
Yeah, it should.
It should turn.
It should turn. Can I just turn it by hand or? Okay. You want me to do that so you can watch everything?
I trust you.
Okay. I'm watching.
Send my vision.
All right. He's having me watch everything, so if something crashes and breaks on the trail, that's full, right? Hoses are clear. Everything's pretty clear, Tiger. Even that hitman arm just doesn't, like it's not even getting to it yet.
Okay.
Everything's leaking like a sieve because it's loose, but I kind of let them loose. But now that they're kind of routed, they're gonna.
Oh, let's go.
Did you have any emergency emails in there?
Nope. Nobody called yet. Well, this morning.
Oh. So tell you didn't have any email emergencies in the.
No, I didn't see anything. We have a new shipping system, Shopify, and it notifies the people and they can pay online. And I just give a notification ahead because it's something new. I don't know if people think it's a spam call. It'll say fulfillment at quigly4export.com.
Who does your Shopify here? Who's the Shopify expert?
It is Jessica, Noel, and Kirsten. I think it's Noel.
Oh, well, I should talk to them because I want to set up a Shopify store to sell hats with pink Bigfoots on.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants a hat,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, and then I got to figure out how to do that.
I used to call and give a tracking number so everybody could watch, but once it goes, they will automatically get a tracking number sent to them.
That's really good.
And I just tested it with Keith Bailey. I called him. He said, yeah, I got a notification on my phone, and I just had to accept it. And boom, here's my dry shaft.
Perfect. You hold this. I'm going to go up and turn the wheel the other way.
Okay.
You can eyeball everything. Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels it.
Good old stop.
I think it.
Looks good.
I think it looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, nothing's rubbing. You want to bring it back to the grade?
I'll try. There might be power steering fluid on your wheel, but it's also on your floor and everything else.
But I think what I need to do is do it at ride height, steer it, and full droop, because that might be,
Oh yeah.
pulls these down, that might be, but maybe not. I got caught on something the other day. It was okay, it was over here. I see it. I was trying to go under this brace.
Oh.
And it wasn't working. But no, I'm concerned I don't want it into my belts.
Yeah, but it looks like
And it
it's
looks
plenty
good.
of room for
Yeah,
belts.
and then I put a bracket on here. I think we'll be all right.
Well, why don't we drop it down to ride height and do it again, and then we'll take it to full droop and do it again, and then when it's at full droop, it'll be easier to weld anyways.
Yeah. I'll sound good to me.
Okay,
I will let it behave the flashlight.
thank you. I use this flashlight all the time. I used to not need it. Coming down halfway, 3-inch. That looks about ride height. It's just off of the, or just barely touching the bump stops. Okay.
You know, you just mentioned that flashlight. It's kind of funny. This shop went from all pneumatic air, us old school guys,
Yeah.
to a lot of the new guys with LED flashlights and all battery charged.
Oh yeah.
You know, DeWalt's, Milwaukee's, whatever.
Yeah.
Everything now. And at night I leave and I see all these little glowing lights.
All right, I'll go up and steer the wheel. You want this flashlight back?
And,
Sure is nice, isn't it?
Yep. We're pretty good that way.
That looks about center.
Okay. You want to stay there? I'll let it down.
Sure.
You're real good that way. It doesn't even touch. The only
Perfect.
time it touches at ride height, but it doesn't ride, it just touches it. I think we'll be all right.
All right.
That looks pretty good. There really isn't a lot of movement.
You ever think about just getting just get a stock van, leave it all alone, don't do all this crazy stuff?
Yeah.
Stop driving it into trees and rocks and stuff?
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No.
We tell him when he brings it back to the
Yes. Okay.
You know how it is, wheel, and you're this.
Yeah.
And
Things
this is
moving.
only if I got both tires off the ground for
Yep.
a second. And even bottomed out, it's rare that I'm ever bottomed both out at the same time.
Yep.
So,
Don't forget to put
I
these
appreciate it.
guys in your.
oh yeah, I have a box back here.
Those need to go with you. Those
Yeah, oh I know.
Those will save
Case
you.
I gotta plug
Did
it
you
on.
want this on somewhere?
No, that
Okay.
was just showing Dave. So, no, it looks good.
Perfect.
Looks good. It takes a lot of load off. I really appreciate the help.
Sure. Well, do you want to weld it now?
Yeah, I can go get
Do you want me to like sand some paint off of this guy?
I want to see if I need this actual length.
Okay.
You want to see the machine that we do this on?
Yeah. All right, we're walking through the shop. Tiger's taking us over here to his iron worker, this Piranha finger smasher.
Yeah, so just be careful, but it makes short work of everything. I already got it marked.
He's got a 1/4-inch plate right there, and this thing's going to chomp right through it, and then the piece will come out this side.
You ready?
Ready? Look at that. At home, I'd have to set up the chop saw or set up the band saw or cut it with a cutoff wheel. I need a Piranha.
Yeah, I think you need one.
And then there's this end where you can punch holes in it.
Holes, and you can change it to any hole you want.
You could
yeah.
you could make a side hustle
Oh yeah.
with those kids, like punching holes in their ears with this thing. Their lower lip.
You can cut tubing.
Oh wow.
Notch tubing.
Yeah.
You can.
Hey Piranha,
You can cut
you should
angle
give me a
iron.
call. Oh, angle iron too?
Yeah.
And then this end just has another big chomper.
Yeah, when you got like some thinner stuff and you just want to sit here and just nip little corners off or make a little notch. Yeah, that's slick. That should be done.
Oh yeah. finger saver.
So, anyway.
Piranha, I need one. So right here, there's a track bar, keeps the axle located side to side. And on the back of that, we're gonna put a little tab. So Tiger went to get the guy to weld the tab on. I'm gonna grind a little bit of paint off so that we
that's fine.
can have a good weld. Aha, there we go. This is what we want. There we go. How's it going, Mike?
I need a little bit of assistance.
All right.
Are you? Rick. I can't hear very good, I guess.
Rick will help you. I'll go in the office and help Kevin. You got somebody on the phone with a problem.
Okay.
So Rick will be right.
Do you want that welded straight out the middle, or on the bottom, or on the top?
I think we ought to tack it and cycle it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just didn't know if you wanted it to like sit straight out here or down there. I think I have a plan here. Oh, it bounced right where I needed it to. That was convenient. I think we want to do like that and have it on the bottom of the thing instead of straight out the back. I think we'll get a better. And then it's holding these guys like right there. He wants us to tack it and then cycle it again. So I'm gonna say shear it right there and punch a hole right there, and then we'll get a longer bolt. So this piece will actually bolt to that and not weld to it. In case there's ever an issue, we can always replace this.
But that won't turn.
Oh, that's a good point. It might turn. Well, I don't know that it's really going to turn that much. This thing's pretty solid, and even if it does turn a little, like it comes in here and goes out there, so I don't think it's going to want to like flop around too much. I think it's just to kind of keep it close to this so it doesn't crash. So even if it turns a little, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And if we want to, we could always like put a little bead right there so it like kind of butts up against it. All right, we built a little bracket on the back of the track bar. You can just kind of see it in there. And the idea is that that'll hold the hoses when it goes through its range of motion. But now I'm worried that we might be crashing into the axle tube. I'm not saying we know what we're doing, but we got pretty lucky. This is our bracket on the back of the track bar. Here's our axle tube. We are at full stuff, and we have a 1/4 inch of clearance. But we have a 1/4 inch of clearance, which is all we need. I think we might have got it. Lucky. Better lucky than good. There's some more light to kind of see the project. It's kind of hard to see up inside there. Right there.
They make them and they just
That's a great picture there, Tiger. Tiger's got his phone from 1972 here. It's got 4 pixels on the screen. Now he's got a really cool orange Chevy that you probably can't see. That's Are you putting a solid axle under that? Or are you just working on it?
I was a motor swap actually, I ended up having to put a motor on it.
What'd you-
I just stopped.
Another.
I put a DM crate motor brand new, but
You like it?
yeah.
You want me to get Rick back here to burn it in? Or do you want to?
Let's, let me just turn it just for the heck of it.
Okay.
You want to turn it?
I can go up and turn it. You should. Here, you hold the flashlight so you can see. Rick, I think we did a good job for not knowing what we were doing. Better lucky than good.
Now, are you gonna get a longer bolt for here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd get a lock myself.
Okay.
Because if not, you know, the way you pound around, it probably come loose or fall off.
What?
I know how he acts sometimes.
You do? You've seen it?
I didn't. Oh, I seen some videos.
Tiger is the glue of this factory. One guy's got an issue with hardware, another guy's got an issue with sales, another guy's like building something, has a question. They're all running for Tiger because he's seen it all and he's helped fix it all multiple times. So that's kind of why I was like, I'm gonna come down and help him out, which I don't know if I'm really helping him. I'm making him stop what he's doing and help sign off on everything, but at least we'll get him ready for the big show. Get you?
Yeah, went down the hole.
Found the one hole in
Yeah.
the glove.
Hey, one more.
Thanks, Fred.
I just,
Shortened a lot of stuff for me. Shortened my workload.
yeah, I don't know. I hope I did.
You ever wonder some days why do we do this? When I hear you say, let's just get a house first,
Yeah,
and that's flat. It don't matter.
I'm just making it so that when I see this van again in 20 years, it's not just rusted off. Tiger,
Yep, looks good.
look, we did this.
Yep, got it all hooked up. A nice bracket.
Rick welded it on. Hoses are routed. Everything's attached up there. You'll want to double check all the fittings.
Just got to bleed it out a little bit.
Right. I hope it helped.
Oh, you helped.
So
I left Fred alone a lot. I was everywhere else.
Tiger's always got 100 people asking him to come help him. So that's why I figured if I came and helped Tiger, maybe we'd get him on the trail one day sooner.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I will see you at UA.
Okay,
Now the Unreal Adventure, not the Ultimate Adventure.
that's fine with me.
Hopefully all this stuff stays tight.
Yep.
I warranty my work for about 5 minutes after I leave.
Okay, I'll bring lots of tools and I'll have your name on 'em.
No, that's not what I mean. Well, tell Renee if she makes me lunch, then I'll come help work on the van.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
no
good
problem.
deal.
All right,
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Great to see you.
I can't wait to see you wherever we go on UA.
Yeah,
Somewhere out in the middle of
same here.
nowhere again.
Yeah. Sorry Renee's not coming here today.
That's fine.
She
I'm
headed
sure.
to the mountains without me.
I didn't tell her because I didn't want to ruin her weekend. But
Yeah.
hey, that's it for this Dirt Daily. It's always fun to come to Quigley, check out all the stuff they're working
Yep.
on, hang out with Tiger, and I guess I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Have a
See you
good
later.
weekend.
All right, buddy.
Take care. We'll see you guys next time.